Visiting with Lindsey Wilson volleyball coach Andy Cavins after the Blue Raiders took two today in the Lindsey Wilson Classic. Coach, a win over IU Southeast and then a hard-fought 4-set win over Bellevue tonight. Give us your how things went tonight with your team.
It's always nice to get started to the season. I know the girls have been itching to play, and it's been good. IU Southeast is a common opponent. We play them all the time, and they had a really nice win over Cumberland U. So I was nervous coming into the match, and our girls really stepped up and played really well and made that pretty quick work. And then Bellevue, I knew was going to be a tough one. They're right outside the pool. I think they're ranked 27th to 28th, if you give them the numbers. And Trish is one of the better coaches in the NAIA, and they're always nationally prominent. So I knew they were going to play tough, and they really put a lot of pressure on us. They made some great defensive plays and blocked well. And if it wasn't for Grace Blomstead coming in set one, we probably were down 0-2 after two sets. But we made some lineup tweaks. Eileen Acuna came in and played all the way around, and she did a fantastic job. And Grace, like I said, did well. And Jennifer is getting back into her stride and hit over 300 again both matches. So it finished really well. 3-4, I was really pleased. We can work with that.
You mentioned a lot of names there, some of which are veterans, some of which are new faces. And it takes some time, I guess, to get the rotation and get everybody comfortable with one another. I got to think, obviously it's always better to win and learn, but how much did you learn today?
Oh, we learned a lot. I mean, that's kind of the thing, is we learned that a couple people need to work a little bit harder to assert themselves in matches, and we also learned what's going to work and what isn't. You know, obviously in the practice gym you have idea of what's going to happen, but when that live game speed turns on, that's really what matters. And luckily we have nice veterans like Caitlin Tino and Mackenzie Montano and Madison Molitor to be kind of just stable presences. But Carolyn Silva, Grace Blomstead give us nice rotation in the middle. Anna Elena Elbers stepped in, great serving tonight, solid defense. So a lot of good things, but you could tell there was still that haven't quite gelled as a unit yet, and that's going to come. But once that does, I think we're going to get a little more smooth on offense. Our blocking was solid in both matches, and I think it can even get better. I think that's going to be our staple all year.
I don't think you probably don't think that you're going to gel in August. You want to gel in November. So does anything worry you about tonight at all?
I think it's just a matter of figuring out what kind of team we are. Last year was so outside dominant with Rogni and Carol, and both of them being gone is something we have to adjust to. You know, our middles are a year older, and they're definitely all three better. The addition of Ellie Burke on the right is something that we've never had here. We've never had a true dominant offensive blocking and defensive quality right side. So she's going to be someone that we're going to rely on for the next 4 years. And then, like I said, Jennifer's getting back in it, and that's something that we're glad we have.
The crowd tonight was outstanding. I thought your girls really did a good job of playing off the crowd.
They did. I mean, the crowd, the new Raider Rage is really something that we're excited about. They pumped it up in there. It was hot. It's always hot in Diggers. So I liked it. And the girls, you're right, you definitely kept the girls up. And we could have easily dropped down at their set two. We did not play well, even though the score maybe doesn't reflect that we played pretty poorly in set two. So I think that was good to pull us out. And whenever we got on the run, they helped push us to keep pushing those points. And I think that was huge. And the organization going into that, and the backing of Willis Pooler, our AD, and that club I'm glad. We're excited about it. And it's nice to see a crowd of 500-600 people at volleyball, which I know we're capable of doing.
This is a deep team. Obviously, depth is important come tournament time, but it's also this time of year when everybody's kind of getting into the swing of things, and then you're playing 4 matches in 2 days. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow.
Oh, exactly. I mean, with Jennifer not having to play all the way around, that gives us the opportunity to get her some rest. And, on Atlanta being able to play some defense. Ellie stepped in and played defense. Alexa was struggling. A lot of things that we can rotate through. IU East is a really quality team tomorrow. We played them last year, and they're going to be pretty middle dominant. So I think we just got to work hard to match up with their middles. And then we finish up with Coastal Georgia tomorrow, and they've always given us fits. I think we're 2-1 all time with them, and they're a national tournament team every single year. So we're looking forward to both matches. I think they're going to both present unique challenges. We play at 10-2, so we'd love to have everybody out again tomorrow. I know 10's a little early for college kids, but the 2 o'clock one will be good. I'm excited for both matches, and I'm excited to see what our team does to respond to different styles from different teams. Like you said, it's about getting better for conference and going into nationals, hopefully, and I think we are one step closer.
Coach, congratulations on today's wins.
Thanks so much.